I find this very, very difficult, as I know most of you do. We've worked very hard, the whole community, to see this team prosper. And indeed it has prospered. And like many teams, it's had its ups and it's had its downs. I was associated with the events that took place just after the Breakers failed. And I was part of, along with many other people, not just me, but many other people who worked hard to see the Jets become what it was at that time. And one of the arguments we used to the A-League and the people who run it was to say, this city of Newcastle, this Hunter Valley region has got the biggest nursery for young people playing soccer and football than anywhere else in Australia. You've got to give us a chance. You know, ladies and gentlemen, it hasn't changed, has it? It hasn't changed at all. We've still got the biggest number of juniors, and we can't fail them, we can't let them down. Because I know when the Jets run out on the field, they take with them our aspirations and our hope for our city. And they say to the rest of the nation, we are good enough to compete with you, and we still are. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have a ready answer for what's happened. And I don't criticise anyone for what's happened, because I don't believe I know all the facts, and I don't need to know all the facts. But what I do know, what I wholeheartedly know, is that this city needs a national team to play football. We won the A-League, for goodness sake. And we can do it again. I must say, I'm appalled at the information that seems to go between the various parties. When you look at it and you think, how is that accurate? Because someone's saying one thing, someone's saying another. We don't want to get involved in that. We want to support those who may step up and step forward and say, we'll help you save this team. That's who we want to support. I'm somewhat sad to note that that hasn't happened yet. But I live in hope, and I want to give you hope. The hope I want to give you is that I'm prepared to work as hard as each one of you to find that organisation, to find that way, and give them support. And I believe it's achievable. And it's achievable because I see the number of people here this afternoon, just the tip of the iceberg of the support that's in our community for this. So I want to say to whoever is prepared to listen, I will work, the community will work to see if we can get this back on track. We've got a wonderful sporting heritage and history in this area, and we can maintain it, and it manifests itself when we see our national teams at work. And when I see young people here, we've got to give them a future. Let's give them hope, let's give them future, and let's make sure that we're able to support those who can do something about it. I've sent a letter to Ben Buckley, I've spoken to Ray Bartz, I've assured him that I'm there to help, and I'm prepared to talk to anyone who wants to come along and say, let's try this or let's try that. We can't let our city down, not just for the sake of the city, not just for the sake of the future of football, for the sake of the young people who are playing football now. Let's give them a future. Thank you for being here, and let's work together.